Everybody, it's your favorite Canadian Info Warrior back at you again for one more week, maybe one more weekend, maybe with 2 videos, maybe with 1, who knows. So, what's been going on in my life? Because you're not telling me what's going on in yours, so I guess I just got to talk about mine. Check this out. Okay, so you've seen me drink from this before. This is the Leftist Tears Hot or Cold tumbler from the Daily Wire. Well, for about a month now, I've had this crack in the lid. Can you see that? I think so. And as you can see, it's right down the middle of it. It's right from the vent hole all the way to the drinking hole. And then on the cup, the tumbler itself, there was this bit of quality control issue there. Not exactly sure how that happened. It looks to me like when this got stamped onto the main tumbler by whatever robot does it, it just pushed a little too hard or something. Anyway, I emailed the Daily Wire support and I asked if there was any way. Well, I didn't email them. That's wrong. I got online. I checked their support solutions, their options, and one of their options was a live chat with an agent. So I opted for that, and when the agent came on, I told her what the issue was. And I basically said, I'd just like to buy a new lid if I can buy one separately rather than having to buy a whole new cup. And she said, oh, no, we'll take care of that. We'll send you a new one right away. And I thought that was great. And 3 days later, FedEx, here's my new one. Brand new Leftist Tears Hot or Cold tumbler from the Daily Wire. And the lid, if I can get it off, it's brand new. I think today's the first day I used it. First cup of coffee in it. But the lid is so far not cracked. And this bit down here, I can't see any separation in there whatsoever. So I'm not sure what happened with this one, how that separation occurred. But there's none in this one. So that's a good thing. So I got me a new mug. Or tumbler, I guess you'd call it. It's too tall to be a mug. Right? That's what I thought. So I got that. And the other thing that's, I guess, going on with my life is, I believe I've mentioned before on this channel that I have very bad psoriasis. And I've tried various topical ointments and stuff like that, and the ointment, the latest ointment that I have, it does help tame it, but it doesn't get rid of it. So I had decided to try cutting pork out of my diet because there was a study done in China, and I believe I've mentioned this before, it's commonly referred to as the China study. The China study was not very scientific, therefore the results of it are not considered valid. But there are still some doctors who believe that regardless of the non-scientific nature of the study, it still makes some good points, and maybe there actually is a link between eating pork and having psoriasis for some people. But the other thing that has a link between it and pork, or between it and psoriasis is dairy products, milk, cheese, all of that. So, starting today, I'm cutting dairy products out of my diet. When I got up this morning, I got home from work this morning about 7 o'clock, and I went to bed about 8, and got up at 1. So, this afternoon, technically. And normally I would have had a bowl of cereal, just cold cereal with milk. But today, since I decided I'm going to cut out dairy, I had oatmeal, which was pretty good. I mixed in some frozen mixed berries and threw in a small amount of semi-sweet Baker's chocolate chips. And that turned out to be a pretty good bowl of oatmeal. I'm still going to have my ground beef and eggs almost every morning. And when Sterling and I go for breakfast with the boys on Saturdays, I'll always have steak and eggs. But no more bowls of cereal, I guess. At least for 2 or 3 months. I'm going to try it for that length of time. I'm sorry, there's an eyelash that's really bothering me right now. But yeah, I'm going to try for about 3 months without dairy and see what happens. If it clears it up, then I guess I'm not consuming dairy anymore. And I mean, that's a good thing if it clears it up. Just sucks that I would have to be without dairy because I love milk, I love cheese, ice cream. But, I mean, I'm not going to completely cut dairy out, like I'm still going to eat regular dairy-made hot dog buns when I have hot dogs, which also isn't very often. Maybe once a week I might have hot dogs or Polish sausages. And I'm still going to have I've still got cookies in my cupboard because my doctor and I are still working on my blood sugar issue. Whenever I go and get my blood sugar tested for him, I'm averaging about 10, which is, anybody who knows anything about diabetes knows 10 is high. It's very high. Anything over 6 is considered diabetic. So he's been monitoring that by sending me for blood work every 3 to 6 months. And this most recent one, it was actually the last one, it was like 17 or something like that. So I've gotten it down to 10 by cutting out all the bad stuff. But what I was about to get at is that sometimes I find my sugars get low because I've cut out too much of it. I'm not eating potatoes, pasta, very rarely bread, no rice, and so things like that are where most people get their sugars from, and I'm not getting my sugars that way. So when I feel my sugars are low, I'll have 2 or 3 cookies, and that's usually like maybe once or twice a week as well. Another thing I like to eat when I feel like my sugars are low, and actually I like it as a snack just about any time, is dried dates. Those are good, and they're really good with peanut butter. I bought some organic, I don't put much stock in the term organic, but I bought some organic peanuts only peanut butter. So no sugar in it. That was the key. And it's pretty good. A half a teaspoon of peanut butter and a date or 2 on the spoon and munch down on that. It's pretty good stuff. The other thing, because I'm cutting out dairy, is I'm learning to drink my coffee black. It's not bad. Takes a little getting used to, I guess, but it's not bad. So what else do we want to talk about here? Because we're only 10 minutes in. Do you want only 10 minutes? Should I do another video tomorrow that's going to be like 10, 12 minutes? Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that instead of going into everything I've got here for today. Or maybe I'll go into it. Nah. We'll save that for tomorrow. So for now, God's willing, Daffy Duck willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.